An update on Linkilo and our new version 1.5.0. So in the summary, these colors are going to change to just plain one color, most likely. The color didn't have a purpose until now. Orphan page, link cannibalization, pages without an external link, pages without internal links. These are now red because there are some issues with the site. And then you just need to click on it and then go through it. Once it becomes 0, it just changes to blue, and there's no issue, right? The next thing that is a brand new feature. It's on beta mode right now because not all of the links on your page will show a link preview, but this is the new link preview. Nice. This will help people stay engaged with the type of links. So this one doesn't show, but this one does. But it's gonna kind of provide more information for your user so that they could make a better judgment on what links are being shown, and then if they want to click onto it next. So either internal or external, that will be something that will provide this link preview. The other thing that in the future, not yet, but what we're going to do is maybe do some designing on this, but also, for example, Healthline. So, well, I don't think they have it right now. Or they did before. I don't know now. They had those sources or trusted sources attached to it. So right here. So this one has a little symbol right there. But what we're going to do is we're going to include it here so that once you hover over it, then it'll say trusted or verified. So that's going to give the user more confidence in your research to say this is an actual study, has been verified, something like this, but around maybe in the preview or something next to it where you could add an icon next to a verified source. So those are the things that we are kind of getting to. Obviously, there are some requests on broken link checker and then shorten links or link tracking. Those are coming. We just need to find a better solution so that it doesn't take up too much of your resource. So we're trying to test different methods so that Linkilo doesn't waste a lot of your resources. Unless you have a good hosting provider, you might see some impact. So just bear with us on our roadmap, where we are still planning, in the idea stage on a lot of the stuff that we are wanting to make. So broken links, I know it's right there, link management, those are the things that we want to do. We just need to find a better solution to it. So the next, with the Anchor Analyst report, you can export the file and do better analysis on Google search. The link cannibalization, you can see the words prior to or within the text. Sometimes it's working, sometimes it's not, like here. So if you have a link cannibalization, right, so here's one and then here's another one, what should I replace it, or maybe just go ahead and edit the words so that John Mueller's not being referenced to two different URLs, or I mean, if it's your URL, you don't want to do that. But if it's external, I don't see the reason why it's bad. But if any internal ones that you're using different URLs, you'll see link cannibalization, and then you can actually remove it or replace it and so on. But now you have better context here. Here's a quote from John Mueller instead of John Mueller, where like, what's the context? I don't know how to delete. I have to look into the URL and then find that word and the link and then see if I want to remove it or not. So this is still currently being implemented. It's going to take a couple of one or two more rollouts for this whole link cannibalization to provide more context within the anchor text, so you have better understanding and you could change it. And hopefully you could do an edit URL, edit text here, so that you could just do it here instead of going to the page. But again, a lot of these stuff that we're building, we just want to make sure that it doesn't take up too much of your resources. We want to provide better usability, but also keep in mind that it's going to take up some resources on your server. So this is what we're always struggling with when we do build out new features. Set limit to Google Search Console keywords. We've implemented the new authentication system, so there's some issues with that. But let's say one article, you have 100 keywords being ranked for that article. You just want to get the top 5 or top 10 keywords for that article instead, because those are most likely getting the clicks or getting it the highest impression. So those keywords are going to be the one that's going to provide link suggestions. So when you go into custom settings, when you do enable automatic search console update and then get recommendation of focused keywords, it'll retrieve Google Search Console keywords and then the top 5 or 10 keywords, so that your link suggestions gets a lot better over time as you continue to rank. And then there's other more implementation that we're building, more algorithms we're building out for this for link suggestions. So the more you use it, the more Linkilo will start to learn and adapt to it and provide more suggestions. So a lot of things are coming in that area. What else? Internal and external link sidebar has been moved to a different section. So we have this. We're going to add a little bit more into the sidebar settings so that you could add, we could provide you a little bit more context or link suggestion based on certain criterias. Or if you're editing an article, you don't want to scroll all the way down. Maybe we could just provide you link suggestions on the sidebar. So right now we have the copy link related based on the context of the article. So you could just copy and then add the URL. But we want to do something kind of unique approach to not scrolling all the way down, but finding the links here and then pointing to, we're still figuring that out, but we want to just kind of clean up the whole settings here. Internal, right now we have open new internal links, but there's going to be new like CSS styling. So sometimes you want to, do you want to highlight your internal links, or do you want to change the color for internal linking versus external linking? So CSS on the external link will be a little bit different than internal linking, so you could kind of differentiate. And obviously external here with the link preview or trusted sources, you could start including verified that these external links have been verified that it's a good URL, so that you could just enable that here. No follow, and then you could we're going to add new other attributes: no opener, no referral. If you don't want to track it, give any data to like Amazon or anything like that. We'll include a little bit more here. Custom settings, it's a lot of stuff here, but Google Search Console in the future is going to have their own tab and things like that. So we're trying to make everything a lot easier for people to kind of use, and then add new features along the way. So those are the new things that has been coming, a lot of stuff that's going to come. But yeah, this is the new feature that we've implemented for our users. So I hope you enjoy this. And if you have any questions on any of the features, I mean, we do provide a roadmap here, fully transparent, so that you know what we're building. You know the future of what we are doing. This is not like a side project. This is what I use personally for my sites. I've done it for a lot of my SEO clients in the past. So a lot of the stuff that I'm using personally, I'm like, okay, what's the better way to do internal linking or link auditing, or finding what's wrong with my site and how do I fix it quickly. I'm not just building a product that's just been like product based. It's really like personal here, where I do this for a living, and I'm getting a lot of these ideas on what needs to be done, and things like that. So a lot of the stuff coming here, a lot of ideas being planned, a lot of things that we've just recently completed. But yeah, that's it for Linkilo 1.50. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a comment if you have any questions. Have a good one.